Hello, my name is Skye Leedahl. I am the principal investigator for the URI Engaging Generation Cyber-Seniors program, specifically the digiAGE iPad project that was funded by the Office of Healthy Aging. Well, we have been running URI Cyber-Seniors for about 6 years. It's connected URI students with older adults at senior centers, so the two generations would meet, and it was a great opportunity for both generations to benefit. Well, then the pandemic hit. And it really became clear that older adults needed some assistance with technology. And so because we were poised and ready and had been doing this for a few years, we purchased iPads and started this research project. A group of wonderful graduate student researchers became involved, hired undergraduate student mentors. Many of them completed unpaid internships, and we've helped probably over 1,200 older adults. Since handing out iPads, there's at least been 458 iPads handed out to older Rhode Islanders as of July 2023. So the older adults are becoming more digitally included. They're feeling a part of this technology world that they have felt often very excluded from. But they're also gaining this relationship with a younger person. And so that part is what I think kind of makes it fun. Maybe lose some of the anxiety that they've had because of the technology. From the student mentor side, this program really gives the students just something different. It gives them the hours that they're looking for. It gives them, some of them, an opportunity to work for a research project. But it really just kind of gives them a chance to give back to the community in a meaningful way, be a part of someone's life, help make really meaningful changes, sometimes within seconds of meeting with people. And so they can kind of leave this program, just really feeling good about their contribution. So we offer what's called like a reverse mentoring approach. And so that means the younger student is the one that's mentoring the older person in something, where a usual mentoring experience is the opposite, older, mentoring the younger. But because it's reverse mentoring, it really gives the students the chance to shine, or this chance to be the one to offer something where they're not usually doing that. And then the older person gets to be in that learning experience again, where with many older adults, they maybe haven't been in school for a long time or haven't taken a class again. And so if you remember being in class, for the first time, or, for the first time in a while, there's something kind of just enlightening, like, I can still learn, I can still do things. And so what we offer is that chance for kind of the generations to come together, learn about technology in this kind of fun way. And it really can just be a very enriching experience for both generations. So we have a mix of undergraduate and graduate student researchers who have been pivotal to this program and have offered their services and gained skills and insight into how to conduct research and how to get information from individuals in a very safe but also structured way. And so these student researchers have gained these skills, but they've also, just really contributed in so many different ways to the experiences of the participants. Certainly the program would not have been possible. It simply would not have been possible without them. And so it's I can't say enough about their role in the program. Or for many students, they're used to being the ones sitting in the classroom. They're used to being the ones sort of learning information. And so being able to give back to the community and really feel like they're giving something to someone, I think it just really makes them feel good about themselves and helps boost their confidence in ways that will, lead them to hopefully very positive careers. Some of the benefits that the older adults get are, one, just the technology help. And certainly that helps and brings them to the program. And then when they leave, learning a new way to take a picture, or a helpful tip for, sending an email, or, a new way to online shop, they feel good. But they're also getting this relationship with the student mentor. And so that is oftentimes when you ask them, what is your favorite part of the program? They very often say it's the student mentor relationship, that they just really enjoyed getting to know this younger person. They just had a great experience and loved talking to them. And so they gain that. And so hopefully in doing that and gaining this relationship with a younger person, they're gaining communication skills to talk with other younger people. And so we have heard stories of people who say, I can now communicate better with my grandchildren or my children, and I have more meaningful conversations, and we have more fun together talking about technology or doing things together. And so yeah, it's really kind of opened doors, I think, for a lot of kind of family and friend relationships for many older adults in the program. The other thing that a lot of them have shared is just that they just feel good about themselves. They've talked about how they are now learning, and so learning just enlivens the mind. It makes someone feel like they're a part of something. A lot of the older adults in the program have talked about just being, I'm a university student now, being a part of a university. They feel like they're, being a part of the community. And then importantly, they're feeling just a part of our world. I mean, we really have created this kind of digital world. And if people feel excluded from it, it just doesn't feel good. And so they've really just kind of felt like they now feel like they're a part of this conversation. And I think that's just really, really critical. Key. The research element has been another really important component to the program. And so we conduct pre and post surveys with the older adults over the phone, and then we also do pre and post surveys with the students online. The phone interviews have been, just a really important way to get to know the older adults, to help the older adults understand this is a research project, that yes, they're getting an iPad, but we're doing some really important evaluative work in terms of looking at what the outcomes are. And so on those surveys, we look at things like technology use, we examine sort of what they're learning, so we call it digital competence. It's basically like, are they, what can they do? And then we ask them again, what are they able to do at the end? And so we're able to look at that. And we also look at a number of different social connectedness measures. We have some very evidence-based measures asking questions about loneliness, social isolation, quality of life, and then depression. And so then we're able to look at those measures from pre to post and see if our participants have made any meaningful changes. Research has just been really important. It helps drives what we do. It helps us understand if what we're doing is working. And then we're able to publish and kind of go across the country and across the world and kind of talk about what's being done. At this point, I, as the principal investigator of the program, am now being emailed and called on a pretty regular basis to ask for my advice on people wanting to do programs like this. And so I have collaborators now, really from across the world, who we're working on this issue together. Digital inclusion for older adults is a really important issue. And so I think the pandemic and projects like this have highlighted that and have really made it just very clear that we need to work on this issue. I think the absolute important part of this program has been the community partnerships. So we, at this point, work with 14 different senior centers. But when we initially started, we had really close partnerships with 5 senior centers. And it was those relationships that have really made this program happen. Without the community partners, we would have never been able to recruit all these older adults. We would have never been able to support them in the way that they needed to. We wouldn't have had a hub, a place for the generations to meet, which is absolutely critical. You need a physical environment that's safe, that has Wi-Fi, etc. And so those senior centers really provided that for our duos. And so, yeah, the community partnerships is just something that I will, talk about for years, because it's just absolutely critical to have universities and communities that can come together like this and make a program like this possible. Oftentimes when I kind of describe this program, I use the word magical, because that really is the only way I can kind of explain what happens. We have created a program that brings older people in the community together with university students, and the two of them learn about technology together.